Hey everyone, D-Dub Squizzy here, and welcome back to Swordflight. So, I got 20 minutes into this recording, and then while making an area transition, the game closed on its own, and I lost all 20 minutes of the footage. I had literally just finished clearing the Orc Caves, and was on my way to get ready to join the siege. So, yeah, I've been through this. But because I lost all my footage, I decided I'd just do it over again. So, none of this is going to be a surprise to me. But, just so everyone's aware, that didn't really matter. I wasn't metagaming or anything like that. I mean, I've done my best not to metagame this entire game. Generally, I wait for things to happen before I start responding. Part of that's just role-playing anyway. So that's the lair of the ogre mage who's in charge. We kind of steamrolled everything that we were doing in these caves. Like, it didn't matter what we were fighting. Me and my team were just slaughtering it. And there's some Gorgons down here too. Anyone who doesn't know what a Gorgon is, you'll see one soon enough. Those who do, I actually managed to animal empathy one. By 1 point, I rolled a 17, and that was just enough. Okay. Well, ogres have been moving through this region. You also find tracks made by the reptilian claws of a wyvern. Wyverns are gnarly creatures. Let's put them down. Unfortunately, they're not animals, so I can't use dominate animals. Wow, that is a nasty constitution poison. It dropped me up by 40 hit points. Didn't I take neutralized poison, though? I did. I'm sorry, your constitution drained and you still have 55 hit points? How many do you have normally? About 4 potions of antidote. I can give one with no problem. I'm just not sure it's really worth doing. I can summon another animal companion today. Oh yeah, so something I did not talk about, actually in the start of my last recording. Yikes. Yeah, I'm just gonna... Well, this one's an easy fix. I looked up that spell Awaken that Did I put it in here already? The Raw of the Wilderness. So this. That permanently buffs your animal companion by, like, it's like 2 points on strength and constitution and dexterity or something like that, some points to attack, and, I think it does a couple other things. And plus 4 on wisdom. And it lasts until the animal companion is killed. Or unsummoned, I think. But it might only be until it's killed. Like, it might last between summonings. I'm not confident on that one. I guess I could test it if I really wanted to know, but... I don't know, I read about it and it seemed fascinating. Okay, Ogre Mage. This Ogre Mage, of course, is not in charge. Yeah, you see what I mean? They hit us. Like, I'm not invincible or anything, but we really did just walk in and curb stomp all of them. Like, everything that we fought the entire way through the Ogre Caves. In fairness, the Ogres don't set up great security. They all partied and most of them fell asleep, and they just don't have the numbers that the Orcs do. Plus, most of them aren't as good of fighters. They can hit kind of hard, but they're just not that competent. This is one of their treasure hoards. The ogres actually have a couple. New greater magic bag. Definitely gonna have to make use of these bags. Okay. So I've got some wyvern blood. Killed the ogre mages and looted the place. Shouldn't need anything else from up here. Wyvern blood's probably valuable to someone. Alright, so this ogre mage has 3 locked doors by a color puzzle. The color is a very, very simple one. You don't need any help solving it. I certainly did not. Boy, do I hate these things. They've got 5 points of damage reduction on them. Pretty much all physical damage. They sneak attack you, and they can fear you on hit. Fortunately, they make them worth an appropriate amount of experience. And there's 4 of us. If you only have a couple of people, they can be way worse. Okay. Red. Okay, so you make 2 red, 2 yellow. That'll unlock the orange door. That's basically as complicated as this thing is. So behind door number 1, these are the Gorgons. And see, yeah, I cast it, and nothing happened, was the weird thing. It didn't even, like, display an attempt. What is the duration on this, anyway? 3 rounds and plus 1 a level. That is not a long time. I did it again. On my first try, again. And you want to clear the whole room before you go anywhere else, too. The moment that you change the combination, the door relocks itself. So this ogre came to complain about there not being enough pie for him. So the ogre mage sent him in here to feed his pets, so that he wouldn't have to deal with him anymore. That ogre's not very bright. Once you tell him that, he's so offended that he up and leaves. Okay, so now we want red and blue. This will be the lair of the ogre mage. All that he's got in here is his pets, which is a couple of monsters. Nothing too bad. I'm gonna take out this gargoyle first. Okay, get as close as you can before breathing, so you catch everyone in the blast. Breathe. Gorgie, why are you being useless? There you go. That caught no one. This is not going as smoothly as it did before, I'll tell you that much. Where's Snajog? That's why it's not going very smoothly. Where is that guy? He's still in the stupid door? Come on, man. Oh, stupid interposing hand knocked my attack down by 8 points. Snajog, why are you not in here? I can't even select that dude. What is he doing? Oh yeah, I'm not gonna ever be able to knock him down like this. I'm gonna go find out whatever is wrong with that dummy and get him out of here. Did he lock himself inside that door? He did. That's why he's not coming. Moron. Here you go, guys. Now get him, please. I can't even command either one of them. For some reason, Barrage isn't a... Oh, well, he's also blind and deafened. That'll do it. Okay. Now I can attack the siege. Well, that was more annoying than last time, for sure. I should have a spare raised dead around here. Orcaz did kill him last time. But he killed him right off the bat. Hit him with like a death spell or something and instantly put him down. But he didn't live long enough to do any of the other annoying stuff that he just did. Okay, that should make it a little easier to carry stuff. I had the combination on those wrong. Why are you slowed? Why is your movement speed decreased? Sometimes that just happens to companions and they get confused. But I don't know why. I've had that happen to companions, basically. They get slowed by something, and then their movement speed stays reduced until you reduce it manually and then unreduce it. But I don't think I've ever had to deal with it in Swordflight, and I just tried to do it that way and that didn't work. So why is his movement speed reduced? I did loot the last chest, right? Yeah. Okay, so Ogre Mage is handily dealt with. All of his stuff is looted. But like the ogre that we freed told us, they were having a party downstairs, which means there's gonna be more of them there. So we'll finish off the ogres, and then we'll definitely need to rest before joining the army and defending their fort. Also, I'm dumping that one because it's useless. I don't have a lot of good spells, I gotta be honest here. Might as well take more elemental protection. No, I have plenty of elemental protection. I don't need that. Level 6, that'd give my animal companion +2 attack. I guess I could. Whatever. I did actually start another druid game as well that I'm playing, with the intent of making him part shifter. Mostly just druid, though. I want to see what kind of stuff an actual druid can do. Eventually, druid will outclass everything else on this guy, because there's going to be like 15 more levels of it than barbarian. But it's going to be a while before I actually get to that point. Alright, so a bunch of sleeping ogres, one of which is a berserker. How did we all miss that sleeping ogre 4 times? Would like you to just go unlock that now, dummy. Feel like that's going to be a problem. If I sleep and that doesn't go away, it's going to be really frustrating. heal me. And they have some orcs in here. Of course. Alright, so that should be everything in the caves. And with the pulling of this lever, they're fully cleared and disabled. So all the orcs and ogres are cleared out from the caves, which means the orcs at the keep have nowhere to flee. Alright, I'm going to cut off this part of it, just to make sure that I don't have to redo this whole section again. I doubt I will, but I definitely want to be sure. Alright. So I think our best chance of successfully defending the keep is to attack it from the front. Or attack with it from the front. The main gates are likely going to be where any defenders who decide to join the fight step out. Which means if we want to save as many of their lives as possible and punch through the orc lines with as much force as we can muster, we should join where they're most likely to be, which will be the front. We've killed the ogre chieftain. The ogre mage was smart enough not to put himself in the middle of a pitched battle, in his mind unnecessarily, but also stupid enough because of that, the keep probably has stood this long. Ogre mages make a big difference, especially powerful ones. And with wyverns and gargoyles under his control, he could probably hit them from above. But his own cowardice prevented that. And now the ogres are without a leader and can't rely on any other support. But that does mean the orc chieftains likely over there. Now I don't really have to worry about a retreat. They don't really have anywhere they can go. The entire mountain in this area is pretty well secured, and I guess they probably have some places they could go, but there's nowhere for a whole army to go. If they go on the run, they're going to be chased down and killed. Given that they collapsed their main passage behind them, the women did, so that I couldn't go after them. Hopefully, the blazing axes never recover from this. But not really my business, I suppose. I definitely want to rest first. I want to get all the time out of these buffs that I can, and I don't know how much longer I actually have on them. Hello, friend bird. Fewer orcs around than were previously present. You have weakened the besiegers sufficiently to directly assail their main strength. Okay, I should be able to just rest, honestly. Or not. So close. Like I said, I don't hold myself to any standards when it comes to reloading or beating awakenings. Normally I try to avoid resting in places I can get awakened, but frankly, given the amount of orcs we've killed, it's unlikely there would be any of them left not participating in the siege, so I think it's fair to say I can rest now. Okay, movement speed is gone. Thank goodness. Got one greater magic bag left, so let's put some of our heavy stuff in it. Just in case that ends up being a problem. Nice. Did I max out on all three? I think I did. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna have a 27 armor class. Alright, let's get. Kill this mage. Thank you. Alright, looks like one soldier died. We actually managed to kill the others before they get him killed. There's the commander. Okay, you guys hold this place. Make sure none of them get in and none of them get away. I'm gonna curve around the sides and cut them down. Now, the only people I really worry about escaping, because frankly, orc chieftains generally will stand and fight once their force has been slaughtered and people are closing in. They will stand their ground and fight you to the last. It's one of the few things there is to semi-respect about orcs. So I'm not really worried about them fleeing or getting away. What I would be worried about, and that's just orc chieftains, mind you, regular orc soldiers break off and run for it the second things go wrong, pretty regularly. But the chieftain shouldn't make a run for it. If he has any Arania, they could probably try to flee. Berserkers. This is going to be rough. Ow. Yeah, I need to retreat. Get in there, guys. They need you. Fight. Why are you guys not fighting? Thank you. Alright, let's put down this guy. Another ogre mage. Okay, given that we're encountering heavy resistance around this side, I take it we're getting pretty close to their leader. Seeing a good number of ogres, more berserkers out here. I think that was prayer. Okay. Well, that looks like some... Oh, that is something. There's Chieftain Shabgars. He's going to be the toughest one here. I actually forgot to summon my animal companion. Okay, I'm going to dismantle this Arania first so he's got no magical support. Looks like there was only one Arania in the fight. She wasn't even participating. There we go. Alright, let's make sure this whole area is cleared before I start looting the battlefield. That's it, though. Blazing Axe Orcs have been defeated. But you definitely want to make sure you've killed as many of them as you can get your hands on. That way, the hope is some other orc tribe rolls in and kills what's left. And it'll be a memorial for all orcs in the area for the future. Don't attack human forts. Even with magical weapons, superior numbers, and magical spiders helping you. The humans will kill you all. And we can lay out the damage. Yeah, when you kill the chieftain and other officers of orc groups, generally, one of two things will happen. Either they will all flee, or they'll all charge you in a blind rage. Orcs are a weird bunch. But as a general rule, finding them and fighting them are not the difficult parts. The difficult part is beating them. Alright, looks like we cleared the battlefield. I'll be back to talk with you, Commander. But now I'm gonna cover my loop again, make sure that I pick up anything that's worth picking up, and then go check out the chieftain's tent. Because in all likelihood, he's got some nice magical stuff on his body and in his tent. And I guess, more importantly, probably has communiques from the Arania. I don't know what tribe of ogres it was that was helping them either, but those guys took a serious hit too. Competent ogre mages are not very common. And 46 of those things. That's probably trapped. Some papers and maps have been spread out on the tables. Look through them. Sift through the papers and the tables, gather up some information about troop movements and plans of the Orc army. While the information is now out of date, they might contain some intelligence useful to Kalashan's military about their foes. It'd be a good idea to take these to Hamad. You say so. Doesn't seem like it's that useful if it doesn't detail anything about Arania plans. given that, the orcs are all dead, but if it was the Arania that helps them draw up the plans, then it might help you with knowing some of their tactics in the future, I guess. I'm the commander here. Expect you're the reason the orcs have had such trouble organizing assaults against us. It's been clear that someone was distracting them and keeping their full force away from us. Who are you? Pasha Galador's foresight has served us well. I'm not sure the fort would have held out had you not shown up. We're more than a match for any normal raiding party of monsters, but this onslaught was no mere raiding party. The orcs seem more skilled and better equipped than any we had encountered before, and they were present in tremendous numbers. I do not know how they ever assembled so vast a horde. In any case, you have my thanks for the assistance. You've certainly accomplished your mission. After the losses they've taken, the Blazing Orcs will not be able to launch any large organized attack for some time, though we may still need to watch out for the occasional raider. No doubt you'll now need to report back to the Pasha. If not already done so, make sure you investigate the chieftain's tent. Right. Might want to stop our quartermaster within the fort's walls if we need to restock supplies. Plus, he's another source of income. I'll take whatever money that your fort has. I'll do that. I can't actually go into any of the interiors. Everything is locked. Preposterously. Okay. Quartermaster. Okay. So, Rania Conjurer's letter. I'm going to keep any letters. I don't know if those might have a use. Also, you have anything worth getting? Or just lots of basic stuff? I will take those. There's a limited number of them, and I don't have to march all the way out here if I feel like getting more of them. Okay. So let's sell all of the garbage stuff I have first. Which is always my plan, usually. I've had the Ring of Scholars on this whole time. Guess it didn't make a huge difference anyway. A little frustrating, though. I am also going to actually... Well, why'd I do that now? I'm going to need that. Okay. Now I can identify, hopefully, any of the funky things that are in my inventory. Blazing Blades. 1d4 cold damage. How does it do cold? Weird. Flame Weapon at level 10, 2 uses a day. What's this one at? Level 10? Okay, that's pretty epic. That is a huge deal. And then Fireball twice a day. Those things are awesome. So you basically constantly do just a buttload of flame damage. Plus a pretty decent handful of cold damage. Yeah, actually, let me move these. Didn't I have a diamond somewhere, too, that I picked up? I feel like I did. Can't remember now, though. Another sweeper. Shield to the Elements is worth everything I got, pretty much. Ogre's heavy crossbow. +2, mighty +4. How do you get a mighty and a crossbow? That does not make sense. Massive criticals. Pretty nice crossbow. Oh, that's an amulet of toughness. And I don't want to sell any wyvern blood yet. Those intelligence and deflection bracers. Somehow chainmail +2 is only worth like a couple bucks. The sandstorm has been a good friend to me, but I'm gonna have to get rid of it here shortly. That was that one. Wonder if anyone ever gets annoyed with how many quartz crystals I end up selling them. I really inflate the local crystal economy. Right, so this is fire, right? Increase enhancement on one of Valorant's weapons to +2. Enable the weapon to inflict some bonus fire damage. I'm going to use that on the 1d8 times 2, 1d8 times 2, and that one's bludgeoning. Yeah, I'll put it on the bludgeoner. Why not? Boom. It's now +2, does 1d4 fire damage. Is that really just as much as this? It is. Alright, well, it makes it worth a lot more, at least. I thought it'd be neat to see. I figured if it did more than that, I could keep it for trolls. Alright, I'll start selling the rest of this stuff. I got plenty of spell scrolls, plenty of ammunition to sell you. I think I'm not even holding on to Cat's Grace and Bull Strength stuff. I have no reason to, really. I suppose I can keep the Potions of Aid. Aid's not a huge deal, but it's a little bonus. Not enough gold. Unsurprising. Okay, I do have 10 of Bless. And 10 of Bark Skin, even though I don't need it. Actually, yeah, I'm just going to sell those and put Death Ward in its place. Don't have any aid over there. +3 and +1. I'll just burn through this at some point when I need some healing. No reason to, you know, scoff in the face of extra healing. And this regeneration stuff, it's pretty solid. No one's got the kind of cash they need to buy this stuff. I'm gonna have trouble finding a buyer in the regular, like, just market. Okay, I think he's pretty much out of money now. So now that I have a spare one over there, I'm gonna collate all of my wyvern's blood in there. I think I only killed 4 of them. Don't even have enough for a blazing battle axe. Okay, so I took you for everything you're worth. I have plenty of healing. I don't need more of that, but I will take the opportunity to rest behind the walls. Alright, so we're going to head back to the city. I'm going to need to stop by the watch office, then go to the market district, of course, sell everything that I can, and then head over to the noble estates and see Zarala. Because she has... Not Zarala, go see Innes. Because he has finished his research. Or at least should have by this point. I've been out here for days. It took me days just to actually get out here. This has been an extremely profitable venture, though. I gotten a ton of XP, so much money, all kinds of other valuable things I have yet to sell. Plus my very nice new equipment. I wonder, Keelan, about the thing on which you may have insight since you're a child of an evil race. Don't think gnolls are the evil in the same way demons are. Most of them serve evil cause, but that's their choice, a result of having been raised in barbarism. Not something inherent in their nature. You're evidence of that with different choices. Evil of my demonic nature is more deep-seated, not so easily avoided. Does it bother you to know that most of your kin are your enemies? Those who by nature you should love more than others may need to be killed by you. See your life not as a form of enmity to other gnolls, but as a way of helping them. You're providing to them an example of a better way of life. Insofar as you fight other gnolls, you're preventing them from perpetrating crimes, slaying the worst villains among them, thus making them less evil. These should be understood as acts of love towards your kin, not enmity. Few of them are to see it that way. Okay, I'm going to save again. I was raided last time. Yeah, I'm gonna get raided again. I shouldn't need these buffs for anything else. They're not all immediately hostile. Bounty Hunter. I'm only seeing the one, but I really doubt he's the only one here. I'm gonna have Snajog cast one other buff on me just before the fight starts, too. Because this is gonna be a fight. I need you to cast a spell, True Seeing, on me. Just in case we have any sneaky folks. Okay, so Bounty Hunter, and then just hired killers. Okay, the name should be self-explanatory. These guys should be a little easier to deal with given their challenge rating. We have 3 very difficult guys here. I see you've got a gnoll with you. Don't know why you let a thing like that follow you around. I know someone who paid a good amount of gold for gnoll hide, so if you'll hand him over, you can avoid a lot of trouble. Snajog is not evil, like most of his kin. I'm no threat to human settlements, served here in Pasha Galadar. Think you're the one who's not quite understanding the situation. I don't care about who you serve or what you're about, as long as I can get a good price from you. Yeah, that's not going to work. It's not going to happen. You fight Snajog, you fight me. I was kind of hoping you'd be stubborn, gives me a good excuse to loot all the nice stuff you're carrying. Think about this logically. If I have nice stuff, doesn't it follow that I'm dangerous? Kill this guy. Oh, I didn't say I hit him. Why'd you do that? It really does annoy me when you choose for yourself what you're gonna do, game. I don't even need to knock him down. I don't know why I bothered trying. I thought they were gonna kill Snajog and I was gonna have to raise him, but good on you, man. Survived more than I thought you would. +2 gear. Cloak of Fortification +2. That's a nice one. And a mace +2. Mantle of Wisdom. Well, that's... yeah. Saving throws are even higher. I have pretty good saves for my level. Alright, well that didn't go their way. I don't know how much money you have, but you're gonna take all the rest of this stuff. Or as much of it as you can. Because I really gotta offload this stuff on someone. I have so much money wrapped up in loot that I need to sell. Yeah, let's sell that one first because of how much it's worth. Okay, that was some of the biggest expenses. Now sold. Wow. Yeah, he had a lot of money on him. Sick. Okay. So watch headquarters is where I'm heading first. Yeah, they're not gonna follow. He came by here not long ago. We shared what we knew about the Order. He's gone to carry out his investigation. What he told me could be very helpful. These consuming fire monks appear to be up to no good. Let me let Hamad know that I've discovered about them before too much longer, so don't get impatient. We're at the head of Satarash. 1,500 gold. Wow. Causing a great deal of trouble, but outside my jurisdiction as he was operating beyond the city, but you can still collect the bounty for him at any headquarters. Sick. Okay. So again, it doesn't matter who I sell to. I still have a number of quests left to do in this module, major quests to do. And the gear just keeps on getting more expensive. So, like I've said before, everyone's going to be out of money pretty much by the end of it. So I should just sell to whoever has money. Even though their prices are freaking terrible. Okay. I'm gonna go sell off my reagents, drop off the smithy materials. How close am I to leveling up? Still six grand away. It's gonna be a little while. Exotic metals. I'll give you 1,000 gold for that quantity of rare ore. Alright. I'll be able to cross some really high quality stuff with the ore, never get enough, so if you bring more, or if you find more, you know where to bring it. Will any of it be available for me to purchase? Take me some time, and I have some special orders to fill first, so I couldn't count on that happening anytime soon. As it happens, I already have a few exceptional items made from rare materials about, represent my finest work, and I wasn't going to let just anyone purchase them. Now that you give me the means to make some more, it's only fair that you have a look. Don't know if you'll be able to afford them, but we'll see. Let me see. Mithril Tower Shield. Why would you need to move silently and hide with a Tower Shield? I guess Tower Shields don't really give you a big old penalty when you use them, do they? Lesser Bracers, Blinding Strike. Uses of haste 3 times a day and +1 on dexterity. Not great. Deflection modifier helmet. That's interesting. +2 improved saving throws, discipline, and weight reduction. Interesting stuff, I guess. Mine's better. Braces of armor. 1d12 massive crit damage. Yikes. Plus 2 and some electric damage. I basically have the equivalent of these. Mine's keen instead of having massive criticals, but plus 2 and 1d4 of an element. And it's sonic, which pretty much nothing resists. That one's keen. Only usable by a dwarf, though, and it does divine. So that one's probably the most useful. That one's also keen, though. Natural armor and protection. Alright, so nothing I need to buy. But neat stuff. As a barbarian, I have a pretty niche kind of stuff that I actually need. So that's just spot. I don't know why someone would buy that. Combat casting, concentration, discipline. Did I sell them those? I can't even remember. I think I might have. Okay. So now, let's go to Scholar's Corner. Innes, tell me you got some news. Prepared a paper about the ancient sword that interested her. Now, where did I put it? Here it is. Alright. If I remember, I did purchase everything I could possibly get any value out of from the bookstore, right? Yeah. I don't think I did from the mage, at the shop. I'll do that before I'm done with the episode, if I remember, which I hopefully will. Well, this is different. Unfortunately for this guy, I don't think he's going to be as dangerous as he thinks he is. The wrong friends and the wrong enemies, and time for you to die, and, you know, hacky slashy. Regular comma and a magical comma. Is that a scabbard of enhancement that you just had lying on you? It was. Some kind of nice comma. It's only got 12 charges, not a ton. I can use that one before I finish off mine, though. Come to my attention, the Galata girls began researching matters better left alone. Has been sending some lackey around gathering information. Be best to put a stop to this, just to be on the safe side. Well, that would concern me for Innes just a bit. But he's got an iron golem, so he can take care of himself. Oh, and now a proper ambush. I am just trying to get home, guys. Oh, great. We have actual dangerous people here now. I don't know how dangerous they are to me anymore. They're pretty dangerous before. I shouldn't need any elemental protection. I'm not even going to bother with that. Yeah, he's rated as easy, and the others are effortless. They probably have an assassin footpad lying around too. Yep. Ow. Here's the deal. I have a lot of health. And enough healing to take care of really anything right now. Extra healing that I don't even need. That'll do. You know, just so I don't forget, in case anything ridiculous happens. No, I'm gonna have to go there and sell things anyway. I need to stop worrying about it. You know, most characters I've played, even my paladin, only got benefits from the chapel once, based on his alignment. My cleric got it 2 or 3 times, though. He's completed the research, might be important. Neither of us realized someone attempted to kill me on the way here to put a stop to the research. Weird that anyone would want to kill over this ancient history. He didn't appear to be one of the monks. Now that I think about it, he did seem to be some sort of monk. Perhaps he was one of them in disguise. I'll have to see what that research contains. It will shed some light on what these assassins and such are getting excited about. What is this? This is about Corum, the warrior's military campaigns. This wasn't the subject I wanted to research, and here's a cover letter addressed to someone named Khaled Drain. This isn't the right thing at all. Must have gotten his packet. He got it mixed up, not me. I'll have to head back. I'm going to report to Hamad as long as I'm here. Have anything to report? The orcs are destroyed. Been looking at a missive from the fort's commander. I remember a few encounters with the blazing axes myself. I know they're quite formidable and makes your achievements against them more impressive. Gave me 1,000 gold and found these papers. Even though it looks like the information is no longer current, we still know very little about our enemy's overall strength and ultimate purpose, so at this point everything we find contributes something to fleshing out the picture. We'll see these are turned over to the military, see what can be gleaned from them. Alright. Well, he didn't take the letter. The Urania letter, I'll just sell, but he didn't take this one. So I'm going to go to the watch headquarters and see if Zainam wants to look at it. Found this note. We'll look into the matter, I suppose. Not sure how helpful it'll be. The style of handwriting looks a little familiar. I don't recognize the specific handwriting, just a general style. The other time I saw it was on a note written by a Quasit taking dictation from the mage who summoned him. Trick to keep from having the mage's own handwriting potentially incriminating him. Lots of magical tricks criminals can use to cover their tracks. That's actually pretty clever. Again. Man, you guys are just determined. Oh, I thought I had sleep. Oh well. I'm gonna die. They stacked a bunch of damage real fast. Fine, let me bring in my bear. As powerless as she is. actually made it. What a miracle. Well, this cannot be good. That'd be who the thing was addressed to. Alright, let me kill off these quassits first. Vrox, I can probably handle. Nelfashreen. Oh, Nelfashreen's powerful. Really, really powerful. I might not be able to handle these Vrox, actually. I'm not even hitting this one. These are demons, so my magic is just not even gonna hurt them. Even if it would. I don't have any powerful magic or anything. I suppose there's a chance I might crit, as low as that is. But there we go. It's funny how you can actually cast a heal spell on a construct. That should not work. Okay, and he's tearing it to pieces. Oh, it's got no chance against him. Well, I was here. I was bracing. I wasn't expecting to have to fight off a horde of demons. I have no idea. I was having Innes do a little research for me, some ancient military history, which is an interest of mine, but he mixed up the packet of materials, giving me one intended for someone else, getting a little confused in his old age. Came back to straighten the matter out right in the middle of talking to, a bunch of demons materialized here. Most extraordinary. Power to carry out such a massive summoning. Let's just say it seems old Innes has made a powerful enemy. General Jerain, by the way. Kaladian Daresh, El Jerain, if you want to be very formal. One of our army's commanders, which I suppose explains my interest in military history, means I have access to first-class weaponry and magical defenses. Yeah, you're telling me. I was acting as a messenger for Sarala. Hamad's daughter. He's one of my colleagues, a good man. Assassin attacked me earlier. Demonic attack probably comes from the same source. Hard to see how the kind of ancient history Innes deals with could be worth such efforts to anyone today. There are mages and the like obsessed with such lore. I'll have to ask what he could have found that was so important. Looking to have some powerful wards set up around the place just in case. Here's your packet. Do you have your packet? Gave it to Innes just before the attack. Where is he? Fled into the kitchen. Alright. Thanks, General. An assassin tried to stop me, not just the demons. I cannot imagine why anyone would react with such force. The sword told me it was a magical artifact of great power, potentially very dangerous in the wrong hands, but that's no secret. I did mention some magical procedures that would aid one in controlling or counteracting it, but they could only be employed by a genocide of the correct bloodline, who you would doubtless have a hard time finding. Well, she's an heir genocide. Is she of the correct bloodline? She could be. Sword is forged by the Jinn Zafad, and his descendants have special power over it. To determine if one was such a descendant would require knowing one's ancestry back a considerable distance, or else experimenting with the sword. We'll need the packets. You got it mixed up. Here it is. Alright. Well, let's hope we can get back to the noble estates with no issue and just hand these things over. A part of me wants to go kill everyone at the Kakar estate, but I think that endeavor's a little bit beyond me, probably. Here it is. You should definitely read through it. Not only did an assassin attack me, someone unleashed demons against Innes. I'll be sure to read it carefully. Here's some gold I set aside. 75 gold, really. Important as it may be, it'll take me a while to get through this new material. I've been reading and studying quite a bit lately. I think I need a little more variety in my activities. No, I'm not as skilled with weapons as a real adventurer should be. I'd like to do something about that. Since I can't leave, thought I'd hire someone who can train me and have him come here. Appreciate it if you could help me locate someone suitable. I have some aptitude. I could train you. I know Daddy's keeping you busy with various tasks. I don't think he'd want you spending time on this anyway. He encourages me to study magic. He doesn't think I need to know anything about weapons. I've needed skills before, likely will again. I'll need to look elsewhere to get them. Think I know a place. The fencing school not far from the estate, run by Kaladar Karad. Karad would never train me, only takes on select students, but for that very reason, even his students are as formidable as most warriors one could find. Thinking I could hire one of them as an instructor. Be prepared to pay 250 gold per lesson, plus 500 up front. Why don't you head over there, see if one of the students is interested. Alright. Yeah, I know where the school is. Okay, so then that'll be what we're doing next. I'm gonna go train with what's-his-face, rest, head over to the market estate, and finish up my stuff there, and then be prepared in the next episode to keep doing the stuff Zarala wants. I'm actually getting pretty close to leveling up again. You really gain experience fast. I always forget just how fast you gain experience in this. Again. No. I don't need this. Tired of dealing with these guys for such minimal returns. I'm just gonna walk away. Didn't even want to go to the noble estate. I just clicked on something without even thinking about it. Market. Okay. I didn't have anything special, right? Yeah, no, I just need to sell stuff. Oh, right, I didn't need to buy some things from the magical place, so I'll sell these things there. Kind of want to stab him. Unfortunately, there's a city watch guy right there. Eastern Storm, 1d4 electric, +2 and keen. Pretty cool. You don't have enough money to buy it. Got 40 XP off both of them. That really isn't much. There you go. Now you have no money to buy anything. Alright, so I think I've taken care of all the side business I had left. So I've got to run these jobs for Zarala. Or at least get her a martial instructor, and then we'll see what she wants after that. Once I'm done with whatever I can do for her, then I'll have to head out to the village of Tebnaz by the Forest of Myrrh, deal with a goblin threat. Now hopefully goblins won't be as bad as the orcs, because orcs and ogres are generally a much bigger threat than goblins, but these things have a way of surprising us, so I guess we'll see. Either way, that's all for this one. So, thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next one.